How's it going, everyone? It is Reversal Trader King, where I catch precise bottoms and tops in the stock market. And I'm going to talk about ticker SINT. I made a video about it before when it was way down here in the 2 cent range. And I was like telling people, I was like, man, this is looking really nice for the reversal system right here. And I just want to go back over it. I do not want anyone to be a bag holder. I am a firm believer in catch the trade early, especially with pennies, because it's better to be in when a trade is depressing than when it's just skyrocketing and trying to chase a rocket, right? Because that rocket can turn down really fast. I've seen it all the time with pennies. But yeah, I love ticker SINT. It has a lot of volume. I just want to show you guys what I think is going to happen, what you want to see happen if you're in the trade, and then where to get in next time. And also, guys, if you want to join the premium Discord, it is only $6 a month, and this is where you can get my system. I'll put it into the YouTube comments below and in the description. You'll get my exact entries and exits, and you can also use this system to your advantage to know, okay, this is what to look for, right? So you don't have to have me, holding your hand, but you can physically see with 2 eyeballs, with all the training I have, you can do this yourself. So we have ticker SINT. I'm going to show you guys everything here. The bottom band and the upper band, the green and the red, are going to be your ATR levels. This is where price wants to bounce back from, right? If the price gets to your bottom band, it doesn't mean buy right away, but it means, okay, this is extremely oversold, because I customized this to be a very extreme ATR, which is your average true range. How much can a candle get before, you should see a reversion to the mean? That's what we're trying to get. We're not trying to catch massive, a stock going to be in an uptrend. It would be nice if we can get that, but we want to see, how can we get in early with that reversion to the mean, which is these middle bands that it should correct to. I had 2 different lengths. One's an EMA 10, and the next is the EMA 20. I talk about 2 because your EMA 10 is your shorter term target. And when there's a lot of distance to that, there is, nice profit for a short-term target. Your EMA 20 is going to be your home run hit. That's going to be like, this is the big money, and if I trail stop it to it, that's the best way to get it, right? So let me talk about how my last video, a lot of people were saying, I've watched your video, I got in when you were alerting it, and I made massive money, right? Let me show you guys why I said in the 2 cent region was the best area for SINT. Because you'll be looking like, you're like, okay, why don't we buy it under here on this band or under this band here? I want to talk about time distance. This right here will get rid of so many false signals. The reason why time distance is so important is because, one, you see how this big red candle happens right here? I bet a lot of people got stuck into this. We hit the EMA 10 and 20 on this candle that I'm hovering over on 3/21/2024. Excuse me. The reason why this is so important, you can avoid a lot of false signals by only taking trades, especially for pennies, at least 2 to 3 weeks out. I want to see 2 to 3 weeks candles, and then I'm going to look at the lower band. So I would ignore 1 candle here, 1 day, 2-day here, 3-day here, 4-day here, 5-day. That's 1 whole week. And then I go into the second week. 1 day, 2-day, bam. Okay, we're in the second week of trading here. Look at this massive candle way down from this lower band here. That is where you would get in. This candle right here. And then another thing I want to talk about is your KDJ. A lot of people don't know what it is. It's it might be just on Webull, but it's a stochastic oscillator. What this does is it tells you how much till we should see a correction. It doesn't mean you should get a massive move, but it's used to get those very precise entries. Anything close, 5 and lower is very, very, very nice, because the lower you get on a K, the higher the chance you should see corrections, right? And if you look at these candles over here, just the K alone would tell you not to buy it, along with time distance. What does it say right here? It says 32. That is extremely high. 23, next candle 17, next is 13, next is 9, next is 8. All those are too high. Just looking at the K, besides time distance, you would not have got in that. and then we get a 5.95. It would have got a little lower, as you can see the lower wick over here, and it closed up here. I guarantee you that thing was under close to 4. And then when you see it shoot up here, we got 5.41, and it's going to go up a little as it shoots up here and there. So it's just to say, how do we get a precise entry? I was alerting this, and if you look at my YouTube videos, right in here, all these candles was the massive buy opportunity, guys. This was here where you needed to take the trade, not when the trade is shooting up. Yes, it's exciting to see it go up 100%, 200%, and people are like, I want to trade it now because there's volume there, it's going fast, but it is going so fast that the minute you buy it, I guarantee you, you'll be down 5, 10, 20% almost instantly. You know, and that just wrecks your emotions that you're like, okay, I just want to get out and break even. It is hard to put big money into a trade that's just moving so fast. Like, if you put 10 grand in and it's down 20% instantly, you're going to be like, man, I'm done with all this. But if you put the 10 grand in when the trade is just stagnant, it's not even moving much right in here. It may be 1% down, 2% down, you know, it's up, down, up, down. This right here is so much more relaxed because, one, you know that I'm safe. Right here, I'm adding again. Right here at that bottom band touch. Because I know, first of all, it's going to hit this EMA 10 and EMA 20. And that's the next thing I want to talk about. The reason why I am so confident that buying it down here is because the more the time distance goes, you see how this is just stagnating right here? That is extremely bullish for this strategy. Because the more days go by, the more bullish you're going to be. Because price has to hit this EMA 10. I promise you, and it has to hit the EMA 20. EMA 20 is going to take longer than EMA 10. But it's going to hit those both bands. You can look at any chart, and I promise you it is. The $1 million question is, when does it hit it? And so when you look at charts, when price goes down, it shoots up, right? It hits this middle band, shot up to hit the EMA 20, shot back down. Algos did their mission. Once they did all this, it can do what it wants again. It stagnates right in here. These are all no buys. Shoots up and hits the EMA 10 and 20. Algos did their mission. Now we go back down, and guess what we're at, guys? We are at under here. Shoots up, hits the EMA 10 and 20. Algos did their mission. Let me tell you the mathematics behind this. Anything longer than 2 to 3, I'm going to say 3 weeks. I'm going to use 3 weeks for pennies. Anything longer than 3 weeks for pennies is pretty long. So when we say our last touch was 321, I was extremely bullish at 403. So 321, we had a week and a half right in here, and then we count right in here, 321, and then when we touched here was 417. As you can see, that was about 3 weeks of data of daily candles before we touched this. Anything that doesn't touch within a month is pretty rare, in my honest opinion. You don't see it as much. It can happen, but you would accumulate. You always accumulate. You never go all in on one ad, and you take advantage because pennies are very volatile. You are not going to get the exact bottom. That I promise you. You know, since SINT exact bottom was 0.206, I would have bought it at probably 0.230, 0.250. Does it matter where I bought it if the stock went up way up to 6 cents? Absolutely not. You know, right in here, it doesn't matter where you bought it. As long as you're accumulating the shares properly, you're taking advantage of these dips when it hits the bottom band, accumulate some 0.212s, you know, that's all that really matters. But I do not want to buy it when the algos accomplish their mission, because like I said before, when they accomplish their mission, it tends to go down. Hits the EMA 10, down. And this might be what you want to see. You know how it just hits the EMA 10 and then it goes up for another. This right here is just stagnating. You could make decent money when it goes down, and then it goes up 20%. It goes down, and you make another 30%. But who's to say it's going to do that, right? Right in here, EMA 10 it gets hit. We have a long time distance, about 2 to 3 weeks. What does price do? We hit the EMA 10, hit the EMA 20, massive gain for the bulls. This is, yes, it's a lot easier to look at the back test than, because when it's looking like this and you don't see the future candles of it going up, people would be like, man, this thing, this thing is just going down forever. Yeah, it may seem that way. And but like I said, to make the money, you got to make the decisions, and you got to make the educated ones. In this system, we have a system where we know when to buy and we know when to sell. If you lose some money, you did the best, because with this system is it has an over 95% win ratio. So at least you're actually doing an edge that actually works, and you're not just randomly throwing darts at random buy areas. Like, I'm going to buy SINT here, SINT here. You want to know, like, if you're confident in a system, you will, decrease your psychology, emotions, your stress, and you will actually average down on the areas you need to. So, my price prediction, obviously, since the algos did their mission, I think it goes down, and then we have a reverse split and all that. Um, that's just me. Am I correct? Who's to say? What I could tell you is I do see the bands kind of curling up. It could easily bounce off the EMA 10, which is what it did to a T, and then shoot up and make a new high. That is definitely a possibility, but it's not correlating with my strategy. I want to buy it at 2 cents, and if I sold it at 4 cents, I'm out of the trade. I'm not here to bite the cheese anymore. I'll find new cheese. That's 100% profit. If you guys want to learn more about this strategy, um, it is only $6 a month, and you will be, very grateful. If anything, you get the tools to see, and you're not blindly buying, and you know where to sell. With this strategy, is you're going to get my exact entries and exits. You're going to get my accumulation rolls. I even do live training for people that if you just need extra help, I'm there for you. We have a day trading section with alerts and everything if you want to follow that. So there's plenty for everything. And lastly, the education video. I made a video on how to set up these indicators properly that goes directly on Webull, and I do click by click real time for you guys, so you can exactly see the exact settings, and it's a more detailed video on the explanation of everything. I really do hope you guys really take this time. Like, I'm not just saying things, just to say things. It really did change my life, and it took me a very long time to really perfect this strategy, and I'm still putting things into it every month as I go by. I'm still saying, maybe we should, I'm going to correlate this for an extra safety protection. So do stay in. I'm always putting out more data for you guys. And then, like I said, if you want to join, go down to the YouTube comments below or in my description. It's very easy to find. There's a link that says join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll be pinned on the comment section. Just click that link. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. What you want to do is go to the subscriptions tab area, hit premium chat or any of these. It will be $6 a month if you do it on computer. If you do it on your phone, iOS will charge like a buck or two more because of the iOS fee. So computer is slightly cheaper if you do it on computer. And like I say, guys, you're going to be profitable as long as you follow my rules, my guidance, you put the time into the market, you educate yourself, back test, and be confident in the system, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like, subscribe, comment. Any type of engagement really helps the video a lot to share to other people. I call it SINT at 2 cent range, and you can see it. I'm not a YouTuber that says, oh, buy SINT when it's at 6 cents. I get in early because I know when you start chasing these pennies, you can lose money fast. So I hope you guys really liked the video. I'll come out with some other tickers on my YouTube that I really like, so stay tuned for those. But the best way to learn is through my Discord, so I hope to see you guys there, and peace out.